The hip thrust, the best movement you can do to build your glutes. To set up, bring the bar over the pelvis, drive through the heels, and contract the glutes as hard as you can at the top. The shoulder blades should pivot comfortably on the bench. The height of the bench may need to be adjusted based upon your height. As we drive upwards, we see the knees stay in line with the feet and the hips. The heel should be underneath the knee or slightly further away to stop you driving upwards through the toes like we see here. A simple but effective tip is to lift the toes at the top of the movement. You can also use small plates to cue yourself into position if you struggle with this. Arguably the most common flaw in the hip thrust is lacking full hip extension and therefore maximal glute contraction. This is an example of driving up but lacking hip extension. This is the difference between those two positions. One engages the glutes fully here, the other one does not. This is what it should look like if the bar isn't in the way. An often overlooked part of the hip thrust is neck positioning. If you try to give yourself the worst double chin of all time, like on display here, you'll keep your neck in the correct position. This is the incorrect position. The deeper lying glute muscles pull the legs apart and slightly externally rotate them. To ensure we recruit these properly, we must make sure that the knees don't slide together like we see here. As you drive upwards, make sure you also drive your knees slightly apart. To recap, make sure you drive through the heels, ensure you hit full hip extension to maximally recruit the glutes, pull the knees ever so slightly apart and pack the neck.